I think 600 million globally seems pretty easy at this point, considering how it started. Again, it's not like a Marvel movie. About 50%, 50% of the traffic on Friday was walk-up traffic. Very different than a big Marvel blockbuster where those ticket pre-sales are so heavily loaded up way before the movie comes out. That's why you usually get past that opening weekend, and then those movies just smash into a brick wall. That's not the case here with Dune. You got audience scores and critic scores. Again, whether we give a crap about Rotten Tomatoes or not, it's fine. But it is what it is to the normies out there, pretty well unified at 95%. So the movie's got some very good word of mouth going for it. An 80% definite recommend on the exit polling from audiences, which is crazy high. So, I mean, this movie is very well set up to have a very, very long run. I think the first serious competition it's going to have is going to be from its brother at the same studio, Godzilla Kong, that's also legendary, that's coming out in what, like 4 weeks? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Is coming out in like 4 weeks?
Kong comes out in May, I believe.
Oh, is it May?
Ghostbusters is the next big one.
Ghostbusters is
See, here's the thing, though. Ghostbusters only gets one. Here's what's going to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious how this plays out, and I'm glad you brought this up because I'm kind of upset because my IMAX is not getting Ghostbusters. Even though I don't think there's any shots that were or anything in it specifically done for IMAX. I just because they have a 1 week and a 1 week only thing where they're going to be on big screens on the IMAX and other premium screens for Ghostbusters. And then they only get 1 week. So I believe they're going to shift back over to Dune probably is the plan. So that's probably all they could squeeze out of this was 1 week of the big screens.
March 29th. March 29th.
Oh, does it come out that early?
Yeah.
I thought it was May.
I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure because I remember joking about
that's
this.
right. It does come up right against Ghostbusters because I'm like, Ghostbusters is going to get its ass stomped.
That's why.
Which is sad, yeah.
Because Ghostbusters.
That's why it's got to get out of the way for Kong. You're right. I'm sorry.
No. That's why I was thinking it because
I swore it come out in May. That was my bad.
No. It's fine. I when you said that, I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong because I thought I saw that it was March because I remember thinking it comes out like 4 weekends or maybe 5 weekends, depending on how the weekends fall. This might be 5 weekends after Dune, and then Ghostbusters gets smashed up in March 22nd. The week before Godzilla Kong is Frozen Empire, which, that's not good for Ghostbusters. It just, I wish it wasn't the case, but that's where we are. And a lot of these movies got shifted and moved thanks to the strikes last year, and they've all kind of loaded up into March. It'll be a great month. March will be a great month for cinemas.
I know what I was thinking. Mihone in the chat, you're probably right. I was thinking of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's why. I saw the big thing the other night in the thing, and I was getting
it's another monkey movie.
Mixed up. That's right. It is. Yeah. I like monkeys and I like lizards and I like them fighting and stuff.
And he likes turtles.
And I do like turtles.
I like turtles.
There it is. So you got Godzilla versus Kong. Now, if you look at this
is gonna rock the box office, I think.
Right. This is weak right now, but these numbers don't mean anything. The cool thing with the pre-tracking is honestly, for Marvel, tends to be more you can set your watch by if you know how to interpret it, because this is based off of ticket pre-sales. Again, this is not a movie that's probably going to generate a ton of ticket pre-sales. Just like Dune, Friday, 50% walk-up traffic. People that bought tickets the day of going to see it.
Well, this is probably a lot of IMAX pre-sales too, I bet.
Yeah, so I think this movie in terms
of... So this answers the question of why Ghostbusters only gets a week right here. I guarantee you, you're right.
Yep. So, I mean, when you look at this opening weekend range, they're saying 41 to 50 million domestically. I think that's going to be low. I think it'll probably be, hopefully, at least 60 to 70 in there. Domestic total range, hopefully, will be higher than that. But again, this isn't a movie that needs a bunch of early pre-sales for tickets. This is a movie that, hopefully, if it's really good, will engender a lot of walk-up traffic, which is what you want more than anything. So yeah, so that's
well, this is going to get the families that Dune didn't get either, right? Like, see, that's the thing. Dune isn't exactly a family film.
No,
it's not one you're going to drag all the kids to. The kids are going to want to drag their parents to go see this because, yeah, it's one for the kids. Let's be real, and the kids in all of us.
This is Easter weekend, so what's going to help Ghostbusters is it comes out the weekend before Easter. So starting the first Monday of Ghostbusters, day 4, is basically they have almost a whole week where there's a lot of schools that are out for that week leading up.
Well, and unless Ghostbusters is amazing, and I mean amazing, and the word of mouth is so hot. Even then, I don't think Ghostbusters is going to get. And you know me, I'm a huge Ghostbuster fan.
Yeah,
I want this movie to do very well, but I just see the reality of it. The kids nowadays are not into Ghostbusters like they are Godzilla and Kong. So the Ghostbusters main audience is going to be us.
Yep.
Right. 90% of the audience is going to be older generation, and it could hang on for a while. It could be the alternative where parents dump their kids in Kong and they go see Ghostbusters the next weekend. That's very possible, but it'll be interesting to see how these numbers play out. I think Godzilla's just going to dominate, though.
I mean, in theory, it should. Yeah. I mean, you go back and you look at this from 2021 with Dune, 109 million U.S., Canada, 324 international.
If anything, Warner Brothers should have pushed Kong out just to give Dune more breathing room.
Well, they want that Easter weekend, and I don't blame them. You got to have something there, and they had to push Dune back. So either you put Dune on the Easter weekend or you put Kong there because I don't know if they have anything else ready to go. So I think this is an issue of having to stick it where you have to stick it. And you got 2 Legendary films, and Legendary, I'm sure, was, hey, we need to get at least a month between these films because
to be
Legendary
honest,
would get shot in the foot.
I would have pushed Monkey versus Lizard way into the summer. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
Because I would look at it like that's your big one. Don't even mess with Ghostbusters. Let Ghostbusters have Easter weekend. Because they initially did. That's why they moved up a week. Now it makes more sense to me. They moved up a week just so they get a 1 week only of IMAX, basically.
Yeah. But look, that's what they're dealing with right now with all these movies that, like I said, got pushed back because of the strikes. And I wanted to pull this up. I mean, if you
they shouldn't be having them on top of each other so much because once you get to the summer, there's stuff that's been pushed around so much that there's weekends in the summer where there's nothing.
Right.
Nothing of real value that they could have held at. Look, I get it. Same thing when like Top Gun 2 and Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was the one that people kept asking about. It's like, look, they're holding it off for a reason, and they should have held off Ghostbusters Afterlife maybe just a little bit longer. Because I feel like if it had been just a little bit later, more people would have went out to see it. Because that was just before Spider-Man and stuff. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, you look at the summer schedule. Let's look at this. Let's start with like Memorial Day weekend here, which I guess is the 24th. Furiosa and Garfield.
That's what I mean. And I mean, look at Top Gun 2 as well. Like, do you really think Top Gun 2 would have done as well had there not been that much anticipation built up for it?
No,
I wonder.
And it had a pretty clear summer to itself, too.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
June 7th, Bad Boys 4 and Ballerina, which is the John Wick spinoff.
But that got moved. That's not opening there anymore. That got moved an entire year. Now it's The Crow going up against Bad Boys.
Oh, okay. That's where they put. Well, good luck with that because that Crow remake looks like
exactly.
trash.
Bad Boys 4 actually has a chance now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the third one did well, but Will Smith killed that momentum. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got June 10th. Nothing coming out June 10th. Nothing.
Well, the 7th is, I think, the actual Friday. So the 10th would be a Wednesday. The 14th would be the next Friday.
The next weekend. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to see that.
Re-release.
I'm going to see. I'll go see South Park. Hell yeah.
But look at June. Look at June 21st. There's really
nothing.
But the Bike Riders actually looks like that could be good. But that's not
where
a big
Kong should have come out right there.
Yeah.
That's where Kong should be.
Nothing really. Well, Horizon again.
The weekend just before 4th of July weekend. Come on.
Yep.
But they put Horizon. Warner Brothers better hope that, and Kevin Costner better hope that movie makes some money.
Yeah.
Because they got a part 2 coming out, and that's the movie that screwed up Yellowstone, kids.
Yep. And Despicable Me 4, that's the first thing I see
That's
the whole summer.
Fine.
Yeah, look, July 3rd weekend. It took the slot. So, I mean, that probably like Minions Rise of Gru, you might be seeing another $1 billion or
fine.
so. Yeah.
When does Beetlejuice come out? Is that August or June? I thought that was that July?
I don't know. Let's look at July. I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff.
God, Twisters.
I
don't know if everything's set in stone yet for July. That's why, because I know we got Deadpool. Yeah.
Deadpool. That's it.
I could have swore something else big was coming out in July too, but that's what I mean. Why are they stacking? Honestly, if they hadn't already ramped up their stupid promotion for Godzilla vs. Kong, why are they should have held it off. They should have held it off. That's just me though. Or Dune, one or the other. They should have flip-flopped them then, is what they should have done. Once they knew Dune was going to be what it was, because don't think they didn't get an idea going into this last weekend that this was going to be a bit bigger than they first thought.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.